Hello guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Adedoyin Kafi Babalola and I am a fashion teacher. So in this class I am going to be showing you how to cut and sew this beautiful outfit that I am wearing right here. So this is a boo-boo top or a butterfly top, and this is like a one-piece trouser where I didn't join here. There's only a little joining right here, so you can have a look. Yes, so this video is going to be divided into two parts because we're going to be doing the trouser, we're going to be doing how to cut the top, and then we're going to be sewing it in this pretty rayon flowery fabric. Yeah, so let's get into the video. So for my one-piece trouser, I need a few measurements, but you notice that there's an elastic here. You notice that you can wear this like a jumpsuit. I mean, if I didn't tell you, you would think it's a jumpsuit, right? Yeah, so it's actually just a top, so I can talk it out. But we're going to do the trouser first, and then we're going to move into the top, and then I'm going to show you how to couple it all together. So this is an elastic waist here, so I don't need my waist measurement just because it's elastic here. I'm only going to be using my hip measurement. 1, 2. I need my full trouser length. 3, if you want to make it slimmer around the waist and the ankle, then we need the knee measurement and we need the ankle measurement. That's the round ankle and the round knee, and my hip, and that's all, and the length. So of course, one other measurement we need, or one other thing we need to know, is the vertical points. That's my waist to my hip, my waist to my crotch, my waist to my knee, and my waist to my hem. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. So we're going to get into it. If you don't know how to do the trouser measurement, then you can watch the video that I've done about how to measure trousers. So we're going to pick all the points that we need right there. Okay, so the first thing I want to do after getting all of my measurements is to get my vertical line. So my vertical line. So my straight line. So I'm going to do my full length. So let's say this is 1 and this is 2. This is my trouser length right here. From 1 to 2 is my trouser length. The next thing I'm going to do is to put my waist to my hip. So this is my waistline. This is my hip line, and then the next one is my crotch. Now my crotch is where I sit. My crotch is where I sit on I'm going to take the measurement sitting down, but like I said, just go back to the measurement video and you will learn it all. Where I sit, so this is my crotch depth, and I'll just say crotch. After that is my waist to my knee, and then my waist to my hem. Now this is the most important, this is the first thing that we're going to do, and once we do this, I'm going to square it to the left and to the right. Why? Because I want to get my front and my back patterns all together at once. So right now I'm just going to square to the left, and squaring means rule a straight line, and I'm going to square all of these lines to the left and to the right. So you see? Yeah? So once I put all of these lines in, the next thing I want to do is now impute my hip measurement. My hip measurement is like the major round body measurement that I am using. So I'll say hip divided by 4. So my hip divided by 4 is, let me say my hip is 40 divided by 4 will give me 10. So if you want it to be a little free, now because I'm using a soft flowy fabric, I want it to be a little free on me, so I'm just going to add plus 0.5, but it's totally dependent on you. So I can add plus 0.5 at the back and leave the front plain. So that means that my hip at the back is going to be 10.5, and my hip in front, I'm going to leave it plain at 10. That's just because I want it free and I want my back to be bigger than my front. If not, I can do 9.5 here and 10.5 here and I'll get a whole of 40. But right now I want that excess. I don't want it to be hugging. I want it to be a little free. But if I want it to be hugging, like I said, I wouldn't put this excess at all. So now once I get my hip line, my hip measurement, I'm then going to square it to the crotch, square down to the crotch, and square up to the waist. Yeah? And I'll do the same thing on the right side as well. I'll square that measurement down to the crotch and square it up to the waist. Yeah? So you can see that now we have our box. So this box is the upper part of your trouser, right? So the next thing I want to do after this is to get my crotch extension. So for the back, whatever I have here divided by 4. So my hip measurement here, that is 10.5, I'm going to divide it by 4 and I'll come and put the measurement here. That is it. Now if I want my pants to be fitted, like I want it to be pegged on, like fitted, this is just all I'll use. But if I still want a little bit of freeness around it happening around, then I can go ahead and add 0.5 if I want like a relaxed fit. But for the front, I'm just going to extend by 2 inches and that's all. Yeah, so I have my crotch extension. Now the next thing I want to do is get my crotch curve. Once I get my crotch curve for the front and for the back, we're almost done. You see, trouser is actually very easy. It's just to get the legs, that's all. Finish. Alright, so come with me. So for here, the next point I want to get is a point around here that I need to use to cross my crotch. It's a point around here. So I'm just going to measure what I have here from my waist to my crotch and I'll divide it into 2. So I my waist to my crotch, let's say for me my crotch depth is 10 or 10.5, so I'll just divide that into 2. Now don't mix it up. My hip measurement is 10.5, my crotch depth measurement also is 10.5, but they're not the same measurements. One is a height measurement and the other one is a round measurement. So here is my crotch for the back, and for the front it's still the same thing, divided by 2, but I want it to come down a little. So divided by 2 minus 0.5 is what I'm going to get for this one. So it will come down a little compared to the back. So now that I have that, we are almost done. But the thing is that as women, we have bum at the back, so we need to raise the back up, and we need to raise it in and raise it up. Right now, because I'm using an elastic band to finish it up, I might not even go in, but I need to raise it high so that when I sit, I will not have a film show happening around. You know what I mean? Okay, so for me, I'm going to go up by 2 inches. I'll go in by 2 inches and go up by 2 inches. For someone else might be 1.5, for someone else might be 2. But don't worry yourself about this. Is not a fitted pants, so I'm making it as easy as possible, trust me. So I'll just do 2, 2. And then once I have this, I can connect my crotch depth. But I want to go and get my front before I connect my front. So my front is going to start from here as well. So now once we are done with these ones, the next thing we need to do now is to get our crotch curve. Our crotch curve. So this point must connect to this point, must connect to this point. I'm going to do something like this. I'll extend this out by 1 3/4, and I'll get a curve ruler. So this point must hit this point, and this point must hit this point, and everything must hit here. See? That is how to do your crotch for the back. So I'm going to move to the front now. This must hit 1.25. So this must connect to this, and this must connect to this, and then this must hit here. For some people that really have flat tummy, they can even come in here and do this, you know, that's taking out excess, you know. But for someone like me, I don't have a flat tummy, so I'll just stay where I am. I'll stay put where I am. Okay, so guys, you will not believe it, we're almost done. So now I need to connect this line to this line. So if I was doing like a straight pants, a palazzo pants, I am done. I'm telling you, I'll just go home and sleep right now. But because I'm not doing that, I'm doing like a pencil pants. I have to like pencil the leg of my pants, and that's about it. Okay, so when you want to pencil, so that's the only joining we're going to have. All here, this is just going to be one, and then there's going to be a little joining around here. So from here to here now, I'll get the midpoint, usually around here, and then I'll square it down to the waist, and I'll square it down to the M. Let me come again. From this crotch end here to this end, I'll get the midpoint, and then I'll square down to the hip, and I'll square down to the M. So you know what is happening, you know what we've been doing, you know how we do it. Whatever we do for the back, we go and do for the front. So I'll come to the front again. This is my crotch from here to here. I'm going to get the midpoint, and then I'll square it to the knee, and then I'll square it to the M. Knee part now, I am just going to be taking some specific measurements. Though you can measure your knee if you are bigger than maybe 45 inches on your hip, so that you're sure that it's not too tight when you're measuring. So what I will just do is I'm going to do 4.5 on the left side and 4.5 on the right side. Yeah, that's for the knee line. And for the M, I'm going to do 4 on the left and 4 on the right. Do you see that? That's all we need to do. And then the next thing I'm going to do is to connect my legs, and my pants ruler is going to help me connect my legs. So I'll just do this. Okay. And then for this side, I'm just going to use the straight part. You see? And then for this one, I'm going to do this as well. And I'll do this. Finish. See how simple it is. But you know, we only got the back side. We need to go back and get the front side. So for the front, because the front is usually smaller than the back, you know why? We have bum at the back and all of those information. So I'm going to do 4 here and 4 here. Right? And then for the M area, I'm going to do 3.5 and 3.5. So I'll then connect with my ruler, of course, and I'll connect. So I'm connecting from this line, and I'll connect here, and I'll connect here. So voila. So what we just need to do is to place fabric, 2 fabrics together, and cut it at once. That way we have 2 legs, front and back, and we're done. It's that easy. Trust me. Yes, that trouser you've been wondering about that is so difficult. It's that easy. This is all about this trouser that I'm wearing. This beautiful, beautiful, beautiful trouser that I'm wearing. So Thank you for joining me in this class, and as you know, I am going to be cutting it in actual size, in real size, on the cutting table. So please and please join me in the cutting table where we're going to be cutting this in my actual size and then eventually sewing it. Okay guys, so that's the end of this video. Please and please and please subscribe to my channel and also hit the notification bell so that you'll be the first to know when we have new videos. And if you liked this video, please give it a like and a thumbs up. Yeah, give it a thumbs up. And if you have any questions, please put it down in the comment section. I'm going to be taking all of your questions. In this channel, I do videos on how to help you in your fashion design business, and I do pattern drafting videos as well. So please, if you'd like to learn any of these, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. I'll see you guys. I remain Adedoyin Kafi Babalola, your fashion teacher.